Welcome back to the Dias Cast. This week we have the crowd favorite joining us for a game. Mr. Jake. How's it going, Jake?
How's it going, Justin?
I'm doing pretty well. So Jake and I played in a tournament this weekend. I guess you could say I played. I was a total prima donna diva. Missed the first round, which Nick had to fill in for me. Played the second round and then had a family party. So Jake and I, who were matched up in the third round, only got to play it for about an hour. And the game was in a state where we probably didn't know who was going to win.
It was tied after 2 turns, and even regardless of the priority roll into 3, I think it could have gone either way when I ran the math at home. So we got a good old-fashioned grudge match tonight.
Yeah, got to grudge this one, find out who would have really won that. I'm going to take that 5th place trophy from Jake if I get this one. But super excited. I hope you're not sick of Nurgle yet. I'm bringing them back one more time. Jake, what are you playing tonight?
We got Knights of the Empty Throne, Slaves to Darkness with a Tzeentch mark, and then a big old Gargant.
So I just don't get to kill anything. Alright, so we're going to talk through this now. Jake, do you want to take us through yours?
Yes, sir.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, guys, tonight we're running a Knights of the Empty Throne, Slaves to Darkness army. Everything is Tzeentch mark besides my Mercenary Gargant and my 2 units of Untamed Beasts. So we got a block of 6 Varanguard. They are my general. Their command trait is Inescapable Doom, so units within 3 of them cannot retreat. And then their artifact is the O Glorified 6-inch pylon, the good 6-inch pylon. And then we got 2 Sorcerer Lords with the Mark of Tzeentch. They both have the Mask of Darkness spell, allowing a unit to teleport. And then we have One-Eyed Grunnock as our mercenary ally. And then we have a unit of 20 Marauders with the Mark of Tzeentch. We have 2 units of 8 Iron Golems with the Mark of Tzeentch. We have the 2 units of 9 Untamed Beasts that don't have a mark. And then to round out the list, we have a Chaos War Shrine with the Mark of Tzeentch. And then his universal prayer is going to be Heal. We're coming in at 1985 points and 2 drops tonight, so Justin and I will be tied on drops, and he will have the triumph.
So this week again, we're moving through the Nurgle builds. I've used Beasts before, but they was high drop. I've used Horticulous before, but now we're doing the smart thing and we're bringing Horticulous plus Beast in low drop. So it's Bathalion Host again. We're going to be running a Sloppity Vilepyper as our general. He's going to have the command trait Nurgling Infestation. We have Bloab this week, who is bringing the spell Rancid Visitations. We have a Lord of Afflictions with the Splithorn Helm, and my favorite guy, Horticulous, will be with us this week. He'll be pooping out some trees for us. Then we're going to have 8 Beasts and 2 Pusgoyle Blight Lords. All the Beasts are single units, and the Pusgoyles will be joining the Lord of Afflictions in the sky. All wrapped up in 2 battle regiments, so we are 2 drops, making the roll very important to see who's going to get priority here. So hopefully I can show you guys the best that the Beasts have to offer. They're super fun, really tanky, and they make your opponent do a lot of thinking about how they're going to spread their attacks out. So hoping to get Jake tonight and redeem myself from the weekend. How's that sound, Jake?
Sounds good, man.
All right, let's have some fun. Because this roll is so important, we typically don't record this roll, but we're going to see who gets to decide deployment here. Alright, so I am going to deploy first. Today we're playing Feral Foray. 6 objectives, 3 in each person's territory. After the second turn, you can start burning your opponent's objectives if you control them. Deployment is 13 inches from your backline, so there's an 18-inch dead zone. And you are able to burn an objective in turn 3. So my deployment is I have the Lord of Affliction and his buddy Puscoils in the sky for a potential deep strike. It also will help with my contagion points and potentially Savage Spearhead. All my beasts are deployed on the line within 14 of Horticulous. And I usually don't deploy Bloab so close to the center, but in my last game with Jake, he seemed kind of out of the action, so I want to make sure that he's closer to where things are going to be taking place. What about you, Jake?
Yeah, so what I would describe as a very central defensive deployment for these Slaves to Darkness. As much as we are a durable army with our save stacking, our biggest weakness is mortal wounds, and this Beasts of Nurgle list really can kick it out with their impact hits. So we're going to have a pregame move incoming with the Untamed Beasts, and we're just going to try and set up some screens, and then it'll be up to Justin on how he wants the game to go in the early stages.
Sounds good. I'm going to roll for my Wheel of Corruption. 4, I was hoping for that. So we're going to start on Plague of Misery, which means heroes that do not have the Nurgle keyword cannot carry out heroic actions or issue a rally or inspiring presence command.
Nice. Okay, and then I have my pregame move with my 2 units of Untamed Beasts. And this happens after both players have deployed, but Justin will still gets to decide who goes first.
So I'm going to go ahead and give Jake the turn. My thinking here is I always like to play for the double. I know that it's very unlikely that my beasts, even with their run in charge, can get across the board to start handing out the mortal wounds, and I want to have the strategic advantage of seeing what Jake wants to do with his first turn, and then I'll respond.
Sounds good, man.
All right, good luck.
Good luck. Okay, so top of my battle round 1. We'll generate only a single CP because we have a Mercenary Gargant in our list.
And I will get 3.
We're going to do Monstrous Takeover with One-Eyed Grunnock. We don't get a heroic action.
For my heroic action, Sloppity is going to be able to unbind for this round.
Start of the hero phase actions. We have to dish out our Oracular Visions from our Sorcerer. So from this Sorcerer over here, we're going to put it on this unit of Iron Golems.
Sure.
And then we're going to put this this Sorcerer's Oracular Visions on the unit of Vanguard.
Sounds good.
We have to do our War Shrine prayer. We're going to do the prayer of Undivided. So on a 3-up, I can give a unit, Slaves to Darkness unit, reroll hits and wounds.
Sounds good.
And we don't get that on a 2. So we'll go into spellcasting. We're going to try Demonic Power, which is reroll hits and wounds with this Sorcerer. And this goes off on a 6.
Sounds good.
And we get that on a 9.
Sloppity is going to attempt to unbind. Nope, that's good.
Okay, so we're going to put Demonic Power on the unit of Varanguard.
Yep.
And then with my other Sorcerer Lord, we're going to go for a Mystic Shield.
Sounds good.
And we get that on a 10.
I'm going to attempt to unbind with blood. Nope, we'll get close.
And we're going to put Mystic Shield on One-Eyed Grunnock.
Sounds good.
With that, we can go into movement. Took a auto advance 6-inch with my forward unit of Untamed Beasts, just trying to kind of pin back at least a couple of the beasts to buy me some time in a turn, and when inevitably Justin gets his double turn that he always goes for. Just try to create a couple layers of screens. We're kind of limiting on command points early in the game because of our mercenary Gargant, but we pay the price for greatness. So that's my turn. So we'll get my battle tactic, which was monstrous takeover on this right hand objective, and then we'll score 1, score 2, but not more. So we will have a 4-point first turn, and we'll give it to Justin.
Alright, so at the beginning of my hero phase, I will get another command point, as will Jake, so that will put me to 4.
Back up to 1, baby.
I'm going to prioritize my beginning of hero phase a little different. The first thing I'm going to do is have Horticulous plant a tree. Then I'm going to count my contagion points. Because Jake is in my territory, I will not get the bonus, but I will get 1 each from the Fecund Armas, and then I'll get 3 for having a Nurgle unit in my territory. So that's going to bring my total count to 6 contagion points. My battle tactic is going to be Ferocious Advance. Sloppity, Horticulous, and my very centrally located beast.
Okay.
My heroic action, I'm going to attempt to roll for a command point from Horticulous. He'll get it on a 4.
And I don't get one because Justin is a bad man.
Yeah, I'm a cheater. And then I will go into casting. I was getting excited. I thought Jake might have finally moved within 7 of Rancid Visitations, but unfortunately, he's wise enough not to.
I'm a pro. I obviously wouldn't fall for that. You gotta leave that in.
So I am going to actually attempt to cast Miasma of Pestilence. This is going to go off on a 6. Bloab will get +1 cast. Okay. He's going to get on a 10.
Okay. Both of my Sork Lords are in range, so one of them will attempt an Unbind.
Nope. I'm going to put it on this unit of Untamed Beast that's within 14. The rule on this is that until my next hero phase, roll dice at the end of each phase in which any wounds or mortal wounds were allocated to that unit. On a 2+, that unit suffers an additional D3 mortals.
Okay.
Alright, so then we're going to move into movement.
I'm going to spend my 1 command point for my Totem War Shrine to redeploy this unit of Untamed Beasts.
Sure. For what? So I kind of just advanced up the board. I put my Pusgoyles and the Lord of Afflictions in a position so that they can be hopefully making the charge into the Marauders and causing some havoc on that objective to make Jake work for it. Hoping to wipe a few screens here, and if successful with that, set myself up for a double or potentially still be in an okay position to take Jake coming back in. Into shooting. Bloab has a 14-inch bile shot. I am going to spend a command point to give Bloab all attack on this shot. Okay. Hopefully I roll a 5 or a 6 to make it really worth it.
Sounds good.
So he'll have 2 shots. These are going to be hitting on 2s and wounding on 2s. Okay. It's into, I'm sorry, that unit. Yeah. 1. And just 1 at -2.
Okay, so it cuts straight through.
D3 damage. For 1.
Alright, and just the 6-up ward from our War Shrine.
Sure.
Nope.
And then I have some charges to do. My first priority for my charges is to try to get my Puscoil Blightlords in. So I'm going to first attempt with my Puscoil Blightlords. They're going to need a 9 to get in. With a 6, I'm going to use my Triumph to reroll. They will get in on a 9. I'm just going to have 1 4-up to do D3. No.
Here.
Then I'm going to attempt a charge with the Lord of Afflictions. He's going to get in on a 10.
Okay.
He'll have a 2 up to do D3. Yep, D3 for 2.
Just a 6-up ward save for my War Shrine. We'll lose 1.
We're going to attempt some charges over here. First with him. So 3. And a 2 up, he'll do D3. Yep, D3 for 3.
And I pre-measured this in my movement phase, so just my 6-up ward from the War Shrine. All 3 go through. I'll put 2 of the wounds on my cat.
Alright, I'm going to charge with my very central beast. 3, I'm going to reroll that because of Horticulous. And he gets another 3. I do not believe he can get in, so he will be out. Oh, it was this guy.
Oh, that one?
I'm going to attempt with it. 7 will get him in. 2 up, he'll do D3. Yes. For 1.
6-up. Pass.
That guy comes up. Charge. 6. No, I'm going to reroll it. See if I can do better. Got a 7. A 2 up, I'll do D3.
Okay.
Yep. For 3.
6-up ward. 3 wounds taken.
Then we're going to have the yellow buddy. He's going to charge. He got a 2. He's going to reroll that for 10. He's going to cheekily go between the 2, so I'll have 2 2-ups here. First into the Marauders. Yes, D3 for 1.
6-up. Nope, 1 goes down.
Next, into the unit of Untamed Beasts. Yes. For 2.
6-up. Nope, so you'll kill the kitty cat.
A 9. 8. I'm going to reroll. No, he'll be staying where he is. Actually, I can attempt to charge with Bloab. No. Bloab's going to attempt to reroll this charge. He's going to get it on a 10. That will end my charge phase. Because of the spell I cast from Bloab previously, I will get to roll a 2-up to do D3 to the unit of Untamed Beasts. Yes. For 1.
6-up. Nope.
Start of combat phase, I am going to choose to do the +1 to wound from Sloppity. So the 2 Puscoils will go in. This is going to be 10 attacks. I'm going to spend a command point for all-out attack here. These are going to hit on 2s, wound on 3s, 6s will do a disease point.
Okay.
We have 1 6. And this will be 3s to wound. So it's going to be a total of 6 at -1.
Okay. So with the Darkwood shields on the Marauders, they'll just basically cancel out the Wrens, so they'll be on the 6 up. 1 damage apiece?
Yep.
Okay, and then they'll have a 6 up ward?
Sure.
Okay, so 3 go down.
And then their second attack is going to be 12 dice. Again, these are going to hit on 2s and wound on 3s. 6s will do the disease point. Much better on the 6s this time.
3?
4, so they should be up at 5.
Okay.
And then 3's the wound. We're going to have 7 at no rend.
Okay. So we'll have a 5 up then because of our Darkwood shields. Pass 2 of those. 1 damage apiece, Justin.
Yes.
Okay. 6 up ward. Okay, so another 4 go down. I will then in fact activate my giant. Okay, so the Titanic Boulder Club, I get 4 attacks plus the amount of models which within 3 inches, which should just be the 1. So he'll have 5. So this is just 3s and 3s. 3 hits. And 3s to wound. That's going to be 3 at -2.
This will be 3 6-ups. None damage?
2 damage apiece.
6 5-ups. I made 1. He'll take 5 damage.
Okay. Jump up and down attacks will also be 3s and 3s. And I get to reroll hit rolls of 1 with this profile because you're not a monster. Okay. So 3s rerolling 1s for 4 hits. And 3s to wound. That's going to be 3 at -2.
3 6-ups. Made 1 damage.
D3 perk. So that's 5 damage.
5 5-ups. I made all but 1, so he'll be at 6 damage.
Okay, so it's just after he attacks with that profile, it creates the bubble of -1 to hit. Okay, and then the last profile is the Death Grip. This will be 3s to hit, which misses.
No rerolls?
Nope.
My next attack will be with the Lord of Afflictions into... Can I stay outside this? The unit of Marauders. He's going to have 5 attacks on his first profile. Or 4 attacks, sorry. And these will be 3s and 3s. 2 disease points. I think they're maxed out now. It's 7. Yep. And this will be 3s. 3 wounds at -1.
Okay. 3 6-ups. All 3 go through. What's the damage?
It's D3 apiece.
Okay.
2 4 6.
And then 6-ups on these. Pass 2, so 4 more go down.
And then his second profile has 6 attacks. These will be 3s and 3s again. 6s will do a disease point. Well, they're maxed out anyways.
Yes, they are.
So it's going to be a total of 3 at no rend.
3 at no rend. Okay. 3 5-ups. 2 pass. 1 damage per.
Yep.
6 up ward. Nope. Another 1 goes down. I'm going to activate my unit of Marauders.
Sure.
So this will be my 6 Marauders into the Puscoils. I'm less than 10 models now, so I do not get my bonus +1 to hit, so I'll be 4s and 4s on everything. 2 at no rend.
Alright, need to make one of these. So these are going to be 4-ups followed by 5-ups. No!
Come on, baby.
To make one of these. Alright, he'll survive on one of them. Yeah, so that just helps me prioritize. I'm going to swivel there. Swiveling because I want, if Jake gets a turn, I don't want the Varanguard having an unchecked run into my Bloab. So this will be 4 attacks. These are going to hit on 3s and wound on 3s. 6s will do a disease point. 2 at -1.
Go straight through the Untamed Beast armor.
So it'll be 4 total damage.
4 damage. Okay, 6 up wards. 1 goes through.
And then he'll have D6 attacks on the second profile. For 3, these will be on 3s and 3s. So it's 1 disease point.
Okay.
And then 1 wound no rend.
Okay, 6 up. Nope. And then 6 up ward. Nope. Left beast is 4s and 4s. No hits. Right beast 3 hits and 2 at no rend.
This is gonna be 2 5-ups. Made 1 and then 1 5-up.
And then 1 into Bloab. Hits. Wounds. No rend.
So I'm gonna pile this way.
Okay.
This attack from the beast into the 2 remaining untamed beasts. These will be on 4s. Just 1 and a 3. Son of a gun. And then D6 attacks. For 3, these will be on 4s. 1 and 3s. 1 at no rend.
So we'll have a 6 up here. Nope. 6 up ward. Nope. Okay, so this will be the Lone Ranger, as it were, into the we'll go into the dark green beast. So this will be 4s and 4s. Hits and wounds at no rend.
This will be a 5. Nope, and then a 5. Slippery 5. We're good. I'm gonna attack with Bloab. So Bloab is going to have on his top profile 3 attacks, 3s and 3s. No disease points. 1 wound at -1.
So no save, just the 6 up ward. What's the damage?
2 damage.
2 damage. 6 up.
And then his other profile is going to have 5 attacks. These are going to be on 3s and 2s. They did do 2 disease points. One at -2, so it's 3 damage.
Okay, 6 up ward. All 3 go through. Alright, so we have 3 duders that can fight your Puscoils, and this will be 4s and 4s again. 2 hits. 1 wound. No rend.
Alright, 4 and 5. Yes. Yes. I'm just gonna attack with this guy in here. So it's gonna be 4 attacks, 3s, and we're not gonna worry about it. 3s. It's gonna be 4 at -1.
Go straight
So
through
8
his
damage.
armor. 8 damage, okay. 8 6-ups. Big man goes down. Thank you.
I'm then gonna take the opportunity to pile my last beast 3 closer to Jake. And we're gonna call it a turn at this point. At this point, we're gonna tick up all the stuff that can't go any higher than 7. This will go to 2. I want to get rid of this Untamed Beast in the classy way, so I'm going to roll for him first. So the 2 on the Untamed Beast, he gets 1 mortal wound, so you get a 6 up.
Sure do. Oh, passes.
Can't even get rid of him in the classy, man.
He's gonna die to battle shock.
Yeah. The 7 into the Marauders. That's going to be just 2.
2 6-ups. Nope.
And then 1 on the giant for a 4-up. No. And then 1 on the iron goblins for a 4-up. No.
Your wheel has been perfect so far for the start of this game.
So if you want to take care of what happens with your battle shock here.
Yes. I have 0 CP now, so maybe next time I won't take the Mega Guard into my list to withhold that CP. So I'll lose the Untamed Beast in the center, and I will also lose the remaining 5 Marauders in this unit.
That plan there went about as well as could be expected. I eliminated most of Jake's screens. The one mistake I made was pulling that giant in. I don't know if I could have avoided it if I wanted to get both hospitals into those Marauders. I'm relatively spread across the board. Even if Jake gets the turn here, I'm not going to be terribly upset about it because I feel well enough screened and where I'm in a good enough position where I could potentially handle Jake coming into me here. So, A+ turn for me.
Yeah.
So I completed my battle tactic of Ferocious Advance, and I do control 1 and I control 2, so that would bring my total to 4. I believe that would put me in a tie with Sir Jake.
Yes, sir. It'll be tough to climb back, admittedly, if Justin grabs the priority here, but I mean, he could put a lot of heat on in a double turn, no doubt. I still don't know that he could take more than one objective of mine in his turn, even if he pulled the turn. And I think the Mega Gargant and the Varanguard units still live through his double turn, even if he takes the turn. So Justin and I have played this game a couple times now, and it's an attrition battle for sure. So we just got to keep rolling it out and see what happens.
For sure. Let's do this. Big party roll.
Yeah.
3, 2. I'm actually going to think about this for a second. I'm going to give you the turn, Jake. The reason for this is I like that right now I'm automatically covered by the fact that the Giant's locked in combat right now. If I lose these Puscoils, it will be sad, but not the end of the world. The Varanguard have an interesting decision to make. Are they going to come at the middle of the board, or are they going to try to flank? I'm relatively well screened for what I care about, and if Jake comes into me, it's going to put all my beasts into a better place to do work the next turn. It might be a mistake. I might just maybe should go for the double, but I don't feel like I'm in such a great position that I can maneuver all my pieces to a spot that can be the most effective right now. My wheel is going to move forward 1 spot to Nauseous Revulsion. It's going to subtract 1 from charge rolls for enemy units that do not have the Nurgle keyword. Enemy units that do not have the Nurgle keyword cannot finish a pile and move closer to a friendly Nurgle unit than they were at the start of the move.
Okay, so Slaves to Darkness, top of round 2. We'll take up to 2 command points. Justin will get 3. I am going to Ferocious Advance my middle unit of Iron Golems and my 2 Sorcerer Lords. That's my battle tactic. My heroic action is going to be to get a command point with my Varanguard.
Sure.
We do not get that on a 1.
I'm going to again attempt to unbind a spell with Mr. Bilepepper.
Still started the hero phase. I have to dish out my 2 Oracular Visions. The sorcerer on my left flank is going to give it back to this Varanguard unit right away. And then this Sorc Lord is going to give it to the War Shrine.
Okay. Not to the Vanguard.
And then for my War Shrine prayer, I'm going to do the Prayer of Undivided, which is the reroll hits and wounds. So this happens on a 3, and we get it on a 6, and we're going to give it to the Varanguard unit.
Yep.
We're going to try and cast Mystic Shield with this right-hand flank Sorcerer Lord. This goes off on a 5. We get it on a 9.
Well, I thought he was going to try to unbow it into that.
Okay.
He will not on a 3.
I'm going to put it back on the Gargant.
Yep.
With my other one, he's going to try and cast Demonic Power.
Okay.
And this goes off on a 6. No.
Ooh, take him!
Miscast.
Take
so
him!
D3. 1, and then we have our War Shrine Ward. Nope, takes a wound.
Yes.
Movement.
I'm going to spend a command point to redeploy.
I'm sure you will.
I'm going to actually redeploy this gentleman.
Okay.
1.
So Slaves to Darkness, turn 2 movement. Kind of had to take what Justin gave us. He's debuffing our charges this turn, but we still kind of have to go forward nonetheless. My main plan is to just kind of meet him at the middle of the board at this point because we knew the fight was going to happen here anyways. Hoping to tag as many of these beasts as humanly possible with my Varanguard because they have a command trait that won't let them retreat, so they're just going to have to sit there and fight and clog up the middle of the board for as long as possible. Try and get my War Shrine involved. Even if he doesn't kill anything, he's kind of tanky with a +1 save. He'll be re-rolling once to save, so yeah, just meet Justin in the mid-board at this point. Okay, I'll go with the War Shrine first.
Sure.
So I'm -1 to charge, so I'll technically need a 5-inch charge to hit either of those beasts because of the wall.
Yep.
We get a 6.
Sounds good.
And then the Varanguard charge. You got a 5.
So you'll go 4 unless you want to
I'm
reroll.
gonna spend a command point to re-roll it. Playing a little gutsy.
Double 1s. Oh,
10.
nice roll. Oh, monstrous action. You'll probably finally get that Puscoil dead.
Oh, yeah. We'll do a stomp with One-Eyed Grunnock here. So on a 2-up, we'll do D3 to the Puscoils. Yes. For 2 mortal wounds.
2 5-ups. Oh, he finally dies. Oh, beginning of combat, Sloppity is going to play the tune that has 6s to wound do a mortal in addition.
What did you do for your monstrous action on Bloab?
Oh yeah, Bloab's gonna stomp the Varanguard. D3 for 3.
6-up ward from the War Shrine. Takes 2. So I'm still going to go with Grunnock first.
I'm still gonna spend my command point to give all defense to that Puscoil.
Sounds good. So with the Boulder Club, we'll have 5 attacks because I only have 1 model within 3. This will be 3s and 3s. 4 hits.
Not rolling like Jake that I know.
And 3s. 2 at -2.
These are going to be 2 5-ups. Neither.
2 damage apiece.
4 5-ups. Saved 1. He will be at 4 wounds.
Okay. And then with the jump up and down, this will be 3s and 3s, re-rolling 1s to hit. 3 hits and 3s to wound. 3 at Ren 2.
3 5-ups. Made 1. Damage
2d3 for 5 damage.
5 5-ups. Save 1. He is dead. Yeah.
And then Mr. Grunnock will project a 6-inch aura of -1 to hit, which might only be the Lord of Afflictions.
Sure. I'm gonna attack first with this beast that has 2 going into him. This is gonna be 4 attacks.
Oh, I'll spend my last command point for all-out defense on the Varanguard.
This will be 3s and 3s. 6s will do a disease point. 1 disease point.
Okay.
In 3 wounds, I take up 1.
2s re-rolling once. Good.
Yep. And then he'll have d6 attacks on his second profile. For 3, this will be 3s. And 3s. Nope. You're done.
The War Shrine is going to go into the pale Beasts of Nurgle that he's engaged with. So the Sacrificial Blade, this is going to be 3s and 3s. 3 hits. So 2 at -1 into the beast.
2 6-ups. Nope.
2 damage apiece.
5-ups. Nope. He'll take 4.
Okay. And then the Flailing Fists. This will be 4s and 3s. 2 hits. 3 wound. 1 at no rend.
5-up.
2 damage.
5-ups. Nope. Yes.
Here you go.
I'm gonna go with the other Beast of Nurgle.
Okay.
He is gonna have 4 attacks. 3s. And 3s. None. And then D6 attacks. 3. 1 disease point, so they should have 2 on them now.
Yep.
And then 3 wounds at no rend.
2 up rerolling once. Good. I will activate my Varanguard. We'll have 2 obviously going into this beast and then 2 going into the other. So the 2 on the left hand side, there'll be 3s and 3s across the board rerolling everything with the Demon Forge Blades. 6s to hit on these will do Immortal in addition. So 3s.
Yeah, nice 2s.
Rerolling.
No, oh, rerolling everything. I thought for some reason it was 1s.
So 1 mortal wound in addition, and 3 hits, and 3s. 3 at -1.
Into which guy?
The one on the left hand side.
That guy right there.
Yep.
These will be 6-ups. Made none damage.
3d3. 3, 4, 5 plus a mortal wound.
Yep, this will be 6 5-ups. I'm gonna pass 2, he'll take 4.
Okay, and then the hooves. This will be 4s rerolling everything. And 3s rerolling. This was a hit and knocked my die over, so 4 at no rend.
This will be 4 5-ups. Passed 1 damage.
1.
He's gonna pass 1.
Okay. And then the 2 into the other fella. Same thing that we just did, so 3s and 3s rerolling everything. 2 mortal wounds in addition.
Sure.
And 6 at -1.
This is going to be 6 6-ups. Made 1. 5d3.
5
plus
3.
2.
For 3, 6, 8, 9, 10 plus 3.
So it'll be 12 5-ups. He's dead.
Okay.
Bloab is going to do his attacks. I'm going to use all out attack on him. So he's going to have 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, and wounding on 3s. It'll be 3 at -1.
So neg 1, I'm still on a 2 up rerolling once. Good.
And then he's going to have 5 attacks. These are going to be 2s and 2s. 1 disease point.
Oh, okay.
And then 3 wounds at -2.
Okay. So this will be a 3 up rerolling once. 1 goes through.
3 damage.
Okay. 6 up ward from the War Shrine. Nope. It will keep that Varanguard alive on 1 wound. The wounded one.
Oh, okay. So then I'll pile with this gentleman. Lord of Afflictions will have 4 attacks. These are going to hit on 4s and wound on 3s. 2 hits, no disease points, and 3s. 2 wounds at -1.
He has that +1 save on him, so we'll just cancel out the rend. So we'll be on a 4 up rerolling ones because the Vanguard are close to him. Nope, both go through.
It's 2d3 damage for 5.
Okay, 6 up ward. 4 go through.
And then we'll have 6 attacks on the second profile. 4s. And 3s. No rend, 2 hits. Or 2 wounds, I should say.
So this will be a 3 up rerolling ones. No, 1 goes through.
Just 1 damage.
6 up. Nope.
And then we'll go with the beast. So this beast is going to have 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 3s. 1 mortal wound and 1 save at -1.
Okay. So for the save, 4 up rerolling ones. Passed. And then the mortal wound is a 6 up. Nope. Goes through.
And then he'll have d6 attacks for 4. These are going to be 3s. 1 disease point.
Okay.
And 3s. 1 mortal wound and 3 saves at no rend.
So the 3 saves will be 3s rerolling ones. All pass. And then 1 mortal wound.
Yep.
6 up. Nope. Takes it.
So we are going to have 4 disease rolls to make on the Varanguard. We're going to take 3 mortal wounds. So 2 on the shrine. Just 1 mortal wound.
6 up. Nope. Takes it.
2 on One-Eyed Grunnock. He'll take 2 mortal wounds. And then 1 on the Iron Golems. They'll take 1 mortal wound.
I'll put it on the ogre. Okay. Slaves to Darkness turn. It was okay. We lost the Varanguard, but we did tie up Bloab. Almost took down a beast with our War Shrine. That would have been a nice little bonus punch for us. Tied up a beast, killed a beast, tied up Bloab. We're kind of stuck in the mid-board game now. It'll be interesting to see what happens if Justin gets the priority into turn 3 and the War Shrine goes down in his turn now, because then my ward protection is completely gone for the rest of the game. I will score 1-2, but not more, and I achieve my battle tactic with Ferocious Advance on my 2 sorcerers and my Iron Golem, so I will have another 4-point turn.
Going into my turn, first we are going to do contagion points as normal. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 from my trees. That will bring me to 9. I'm going to get an additional 3 from having a unit in his territory, which will bring me to 12. And I'll get an additional 3 from having a Nurgle unit in my own territory. So that will bring me to 15 total points. For my battle tactic, I'm going to take Savage Spearhead. I am going to try to get an additional command point with Horticulous. No.
Okay. We're going to find a Stour the Varanguard.
Sure. I then have my Locus of Fecundity. All units within 14 of Horticulous will be able to heal D3. So that will be all my units. First, the blue diced beast will heal D3 for 3. We'll go down to 1 wound taken. Then my yellow beast will heal 2. He'll be down to 4 wounds taken. Bloab is going to attempt to cast Rancid Visitation. He will need a 6. He'll be +1, so he's going to need 5 on dice. He's got it on a 7.
We'll try and unbind with one of my Sorcerer Lords. I'm bound on a 9.
That will be all for my hero phase. I am going to go into movement. Into shooting, Bloab has D3 shots for 2. These will hit on a 3. They're obviously going into the Vanguard. 3s. And 2s.
Justin.
1 at -2.
Okay, so I have 1 Oracular Visions and a Finest Hour, so I'll be on a 3-up rerolling once. Good.
Into charges, I'm going to first attempt to charge with the Yellow Beast.
Okay.
8 should be a 2-up will do D3.
Okay.
Yep. For 1. This guy's going to charge.
Okay.
He's going to get in on a 7.
Okay. Yeah.
2 up. D3. For 2.
Okay, so you'll kill this Varanguard.
This guy will charge. 4, we'll reroll. 8. We'll get to roll a dice for the Vanguard. D3. D3 for 2. On the War Shrine. Yep, D3 for 2.
6 up. Takes 2.
The last beast will get in on a 12. At the end of my charge phase, I'll have my monstrous action. I'm going to stomp. No. And then at the beginning of the combat phase, Bloab has a special ability where any units within 7 of him on a 4-up will take 1 mortal wound. Yep, just 1 mortal wound. And then you get to subtract 1 from hit rolls made by that enemy unit during that phase. And then he's also going to do it to the War Shrine. Yes. So it's 1 mortal wound and then...
Okay. 6 up on the Shrine. Nope. Got 1 wound left.
Sloppity is going to play the tune in which 6s to wound will do a mortal wound in addition.
Okay.
I'm going to first attack with my Lord of Affliction. He is going to have 4 attacks. These are going to hit on 3s. They did 1 disease point and wound on 3s. So it's going to be 2 at -1.
So he still has that +1 save on him, so he'll stick on a 4-up rerolling once. Good.
And then he'll have 6 attacks. These will hit on 3s. No disease. And wound on 3s. So it's going to be 4 at no rend.
3-up rerolling once. 2 go through. What's the damage?
Just 1 each.
6 ups. Nope. War Shrine goes down. I will go with my Varanguard. Can't pile in. My 2 guys here will go into him, and then he will go into the other wounded one. The single Varanguard into the single wounded beast. I -1 to hit because of Bloab, so it'll be 4s rerolling everything. 6s to hit, do a mortal in addition. 2 mortals in addition and 3 hits, and then 2s rerolling because of best day ever. 3 at -1.
This will be 3 6-ups. He didn't. He made 1.
2d3 for 4 plus 2 mortals.
So this will be 6 5-ups. He made 2. He'll take 4. He's at 5.
Then the horsey, 5s rerolling, and 2s rerolling. 2 at no rent.
This will be 2 5-ups followed by 5-ups. No, he's at 7 taken.
Okay. And then this will be the 2 guys into the yellow Beasts of Nurgle. Sure. So this will be with the Demon Blades. 4s rerolling. 1 mortal wound in addition. And 2s rerolling. 4 at -1.
This will be 4 6-ups. None. Damage.
43. 3, 6, 9, 11. Plus immortal.
So this will be 12 5-ups. Needs to make 9. I'll spend a command point to give Bloab. Bloab +1 to hit.
And I'll spend my last CP for all the defense, so I'll stick on mine.
Bloab is going to have 3 attacks on his first profile. These will be 2s and 3s. 1 disease point.
Okay.
And 1 wound at -1.
2 up rerolling 1s. Good.
And then he will have 5 attacks on his second profile. This will be 2s and 2s. 1 disease point.
Okay.
And 5 at -2.
With all out defense, I'm effectively +3 to save, so I'll stick on my 2 up rerolling 1s. All good? Justin has forced my hand. As much as I don't want to do it, I have to try and get as much value out of this big Varanguard unit as I can, so I'm gonna, once per game, pile in and fight twice. But because of Justin's Wheel of Corruption, I will not get to pile in at all. So I will effectively have 1 Varanguard fighting a full Beast of Nurgle, and then 1 other Varanguard fighting a Beast of Nurgle on his last limb. So we'll do the Wounded Beast first.
Yeah.
So 3 attacks. This will be 4s, rerolling everything. Oops. 2 mortals in addition and 3 hits, and 2s, rerolling everything. 3 at -1.
3 6-ups. Didn't make any, or I made 1, sorry.
3 plus 2 mortals.
5. I need to make all 5 of these for him to survive. And he's dead.
Okay. And then the other beast, same thing. So 4s and 2s, rerolling everything. Oh, shit. 2s. 1 at -1.
6-up.
And then the mount, 5s, rerolling everything. 3 hits, sorry, and 2s.
Mounts don't count.
Yeah. 3 at no round.
3 5-ups. Made 1. 2 damage, 2 5-ups. He'll take 1. That beast is going to attack. These attacks are going to be on 4s and 3s. 6s will do a disease point. 6 to wound. That's 1 and another at -1.
So a mortal wound.
Yeah.
And 2 up rerolling 1s. Good.
And then he'll have d6 attacks on a second profile. For 2, this will be 4s and 3s. Nope. And then I'll pile in this guy. He will have 4 3s, 1 disease point.
Okay.
And 3s, 1 wound, -1.
2 up rerolling 1s. Good.
Then he'll have d6 attacks. For 1, 4, 3, nope, whiffed. This will be 4 attacks. 3s, 2 disease points, and 3s, 2 wounds at -1.
2 up rerolling 1s. Good.
And then d6 attacks. For 2, this will be 3s. And this will be 3s. 1 mortal wound and 1 save at no round.
And then the regular save will still be a 2-up rerolling ones. Good.
I have some disease rolls to make.
Okay.
Hoping to get really hot on these 4-ups. Love to hit 5 here. 7 on the Varanguard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Just 1 on One-Eyed Grunnock. Yes. And then 1 on the Iron Golems. Yes.
Okay. Just so you know, I still have these 2 beasts pulled in here.
So I'm fairly happy with this turn. If we're talking in chess terms and material, I feel like I'm getting to a point where I have a lot more material than Jake. His Varanguard took, a pretty good cloud rain on that turn. He can always retreat and then summon or in rally, so we might see some Varanguard coming back. But I'm happy with the turn, and now I'm in a position where if I would get the double, I'd be much more excited about taking it. So I'm going to finish Savage Spearhead for 2. I'm going to control 1, control 2, but not control more.
Let's do it. Let's war some hammer.
Just so everyone knows, the Wheel of Corruption is going to take forward. It's going to be called Rampant Disease, and on this turn, my disease rolls will add 1. So I will be doing mortal wounds on 3s instead of 4s. I'm going to take the double turn into 3. Jake, you can go ahead and remove an objective though.
We're just going to burn your middle back.
Sure. I'm going to slay the Warlord on this turn. Contagion points. So I'm going to get 3, 6, 9 total. I'll have 24 total disease points. Creeping very close to summoning a Ghoul. And then it's on. Locus of Fecundity would grow off. This will automatically heal this wound allocated to him. For my heroic action, I'm going to attempt to roll for an additional command point from Horticulous. Yes.
Okay. We're going to Finest Hour this Sorcerer Lord.
I am going to attempt to cast a spell. What's your spell ignore on the Varanguard?
5 up from being Mark of Tzeentch, and they're my general. So they project a 5 up spell ignore. And then they have one from their War Scroll. So
you
5
get to
up,
roll
5
2?
up. Yeah.
I'm going to 6 you. He'll get it on a 6.
Okay. I'll try to combine with the Sorcerer Lord. Unbound.
I am going to go into movement. So I'm trying to get rid of these Varanguard. I do not want them rally back next turn or the turn after. And then I'm going to hopefully get rid of 1 or 2 and shooting or something to that effect, and then start charging into Jake's soft underbelly. Can start getting some objectives over there. So the shooting, I'm going to spend 1 command point to give Bloab +1 to hits for the shooting attack. He gets D3 for 3. Alright, so this will be 2s and 2s. Oof. Lucky I got that one. And 2s. Oh! Just 1.
What's the rend?
-2.
Okay, so I'll stick on my 3 up, re-rolling ones. I rolled a 2.
D3. 4, 1. Into charges, I'm going to start with this gentleman right there.
Okay.
He should be able to get in on a 5. 2 up for D3 for 2.
Okay.
My Lord of Afflictions is going to get in on a 7. He's on a 2 up, going to do D3.
To whom?
I think it's first to him. And then he'll do it on the guy. Other one? No. At the end of the charge phase, I'm going to stomp the Varanguard. Oof, that was bad. I'm then going to go into my combat phase. At the start of the combat phase, I'm again going to use Bloab's special ability. He's going to be able to, on a 4 up, do 1 Mortal wound. Yep, 1 mortal wound into the Varanguard, and it'll be -1 to hit. Sloppity is going to play the... No, we'll do +1 to wound. And then I'm going to declare my first attack. I'm going to put the first Lord of Affliction's first profile into the Finest Outward Sorcerer Lord, and his second profile into the Sorcerer Lord with 3 damage. He's also going to spend a command point to get all out attack. So his first profile going into the fully healthy. These are going to hit on 2s and wound on 3s. 6s will do a disease point. No. So it's 3 wounds at -1.
So he'll be 4 up rerolling ones. 1 goes through.
Do 3 damage. For 1. And then the second profile going into the other guy. This will be 2s and 3s. There will be 2 disease points into him.
Okay.
3s to 1. And then it will be 5 wounds at no run.
This is into the other?
Yeah.
Okay, so this will also be a 4 up rerolling ones. 1 wound?
Sure.
So he's got 1 left. With the Varanguard, -1 to hit again. So this will be 4s rerolling everything. 1 mortal wound in addition and 3 hits. 3s. Rerolling. 2 at -1.
2 6.
Nope. 2d3 for 3 plus a mortal.
Ooh. He didn't save any, so I'll have 4 on him.
Okay. And then the horsey will be 5s rerolling. 3 hits and 3s rerolling. 2 at no round.
2 5-ups. Followed by 5-ups. Well, we go through. That's 6. Okay. Do you want to spend any command points?
I'm going to spend 1 for defense.
Bloab is going to be 3 attacks, 3s and 3s. 2 disease points.
Okay.
And then just 1 wound at -1.
Okay. 2 up rerolling ones. Good.
And then second profile will have 5 attacks. These will be 3s and 2s. Just 1. And then 1 at -2.
Still 2 up rerolling ones. Rerolling. Good.
Here you go.
Guess I'll attack with the Wounded Sorcerer Lord. The Sorcerer's Staff hits on 4s. Nope. And then the Rune Blade hits on 3s. Wounds on 3s. 1 at no rend.
This will be a 3-up. I'll go with this beast. He'll have 4 attacks. 3s. And 2s. Just 2 at -1.
2 up rerolling ones. Good.
And then d6 attacks. 2. 1. And 1 wound around.
Same thing. Rerolling. Good. Other Sorcerer Lord. The Staff, 4s. Nope. And the Rune Blade, 3s. And 3s. 1 at no rend. Oh, 2, because Finest Hour. So
Okay.
2's to wound. 2 at no rend.
3s.
Good.
My last beast. This will be 3s. Another disease point.
Okay.
And 3 saves at -1.
Same thing. 2 up rerolling ones. Good.
And then d6 attacks. For 3. And
Exit.
Just 2.
I hope you roll less than 5 4-ups. 2 you said?
Yeah.
2s. Good.
I think that will be it.
I'm entitled to an activation with my Iron Golems with the Lord of Afflictions, but I'm going to choose not to pile in with them.
I definitely should have done the 6s to wound, but I thought you were going to try to save. So we'll get it there.
3?
4.
4?
Yeah, because it's +1.
Okay. Game on, brother.
And then the 3 into the Sorcerer Lord for 3. And then the 1 into the other Sorcerer Lord for 1.
Okay.
And then Iron.
What about these stones?
Oh yeah, then we got the Giant. Yes.
Okay.
And then the other Golems. Yes.
Okay, you'll kill the Ogre from that unit.
Sure. So that turn I made a tactical mistake. I should have went with the mortal wounds on 6s would do 6s on wounds to do a mortal wound. I thought that Jake was going to defend his Chaos Lord more. It's my mistake. I ended up failing my battle tactics, so I'll control 1, I'll control 2, will not control more, and I will not have completed my battle tactic. So I will get 2 points for this round.
Slaves to Darkness, bottom of turn 3. Yep, we're going to Broken Ranks. The Beasts of Nurgle that's closest to me. Heroic Action. We're trying Heroic Recovery my One-Eyed Grunnock. Leadership 7. Or Bravery 7. Nope.
We'll try to roll for an additional command point from Horticulous. Nope.
Okay. Still started the hero phase. This Sorcerer Lord is gonna give his oracular visions to this unit of golems. And then spells. We're gonna go for the Mask of Darkness, which is the teleport. Sure. Obviously it's on a -1, so I need to show an 8 on the dice.
Okay.
You show an 8 on the dice.
So you got 7. I'm going to try to unbind. Nope. You're good.
Okay. We're gonna pick up the unit of golems right here. Okay, and I think with that we can go into the movement phase.
I am going to redeploy my beast for 6.
We actually got a teleport off this turn against all odds. We were -1 to cast because of Bloab, but we managed to get a unit of Iron Golems on Justin's left flank objective, which is nice for the long game. Justin also rolled a hot 6 for his redeploy on my battle tactic, Beast of Nurgle. We measured this out already, and the Gargant, to get his base sufficiently between the models to get to my battle tactic unit, is a 9-inch charge. So we're going to go in to roll that. Okay, so charge phase here. The big one. Mr. Gargant needs a 9 to squeeze his way in there. 9-inch.
Oh.
And we roll a 10. And the reason I'm kind of able to move over this this right-hand green Beast of Nurgle is because of Longshanks. The model is less than 4 inches tall, so I'm able to go over him as if I had fly. Alright, so the giant does impact hits when he charges with Crushing Charge. So against the Lord of Afflictions, we'll do on a 2-up D3. Yep, for D3. For 2.
4-ups. Pass them both.
Okay. The beast that is not my battle tactic on a 2-up. Yes, for D3. For 1.
5-up. He has 1 on him.
Okay. And then the beast that is my battle tactic on a 2-up. For D3. For 2.
2 5-ups. He'll take 1.
And then that'll take us into monstrous actions right away.
Yep.
We'll both be entitled to 1 because we're within 3 of each other. I am going to stomp the Beasts of Nurgle. That is my battle tactic. So on a 2-up for D3 for 1.
Nope, he's at 2. I'm going to roar back. Yes, he's roared. I get to roll a 4-up to see if he's going to take a mortal wound and be -1. Nope, he's fine. And then Sloppity is going to do +1 to wound.
I roared, so I can't spend any command points with my Gargant, but he will be my first activation. So all my attacks are going into the battle tactic Beast of Nurgle because I can't afford to split.
And I'll spend my last command point to give him all defense.
Okay, so I'll just max it out at the 10 going into the beast. 3s and 3s into the beast. Of course I rolled so far. And 3s. Here's the jig, I know. 4 at -2 with the Boulder Club.
This will be 4 5-ups. I need 1 damage.
2 apiece, so 6.
This will be 6 5-ups. He will be alive on 1 wound.
Okay. The jump up and down will be 4 attacks. 3s rerolling 1s. And 3s. 2 at -2.
These will be 6 6-ups.
D3 damage per. For 4.
He's done.
Okay.
I'll attack with this beast. This will be 4 attacks. 3s. And 3s. It's going to be 3 at 1 wound.
Okay. 3 5-ups. 1 goes through.
2 damage. 2 damage. And I'll have d6 attacks. For 2. These will be 3s. And 3s. 1 at no end.
4 up. Good.
Bloab will pile in. Bloab is going to have 3 attacks on his primary. These are going to be 3s and 3s. Oof. And then the secondary is going to be 3s and 2s. That'll be 2 and 2s. 2 at -2.
Okay. 6 up. Both go through.
That'll be 6 damage.
Okay.
Lord of Afflictions. He's going to have 4 attacks, 3s, and 3s. That will be 3 at -1.
5s. Good.
And then he'll have 6 attacks on his secondary. These will be 3s. And 3s. 2 at no run.
4s. 1 goes through.
Just 1 damage. And then at the end of combat, we'll tick up this to 2. Oh, we'll first roll on the Varanguard 3-ups. Varanguard's dead.
Okay. Immediately when the Varanguard is slain, I have to spend that command point.
Oh, sure.
So, upon the Varanguard being slain, We will spend the Knights of the Empty Throne command ability for failure is not an option. Basically, I spend it, and on a 5-up roll, I get a new unit of 3 Varanguard back. Anywhere on the battlefield wholly within 6 of the table edge and more than 9 away from enemies. So big 5-up roll here. Nope.
Then we'll have 2 on the Sorcerer Lord. Nope. And then we'll have 2 on the Giant?
Yeah.
2 more mortal ones. 1 on the far unit of Iron Golems by Jake. Yes. And then 1 on the close unit by me. Yes.
All things considered, it was good. Ended up getting my battle tactic when it was looking kind of grim when Justin rolled his 6 on a redeploy, but thanks to Longshanks and a nice 10-inch charge, we were able to jump over a model and get to him. We got lucky with super lucky with a teleport, even though we had a debuff to cast. Putting some Iron Golems on Justin's back objective, where I'm just going to hold it for now and see what happens. Justin either has to pull back or he has to maybe focus a summon over there. Just keep the game open. I'm in a place where I need to keep some objectives on the board to score and keep stretching Justin out a little bit. So we'll score 1, 2, and more this turn with a battle tactic, +1 for doing the battle tactic with the monster. So we will score 6 points this turn.
And then we'll have a very important priority roll.
And you break ties still.
5. 4. Alright, I will take it.
Okay.
The cycle's going to tick forward. I'm going to get Corrupted Regrowth. At the start of your hero phase, you receive 1 extra CP for each Speculent Armaw in your army that is on the battlefield. So I'm going to start with 6 from Tharnarmos. I'll get another 3 to go to 9, and then I'll get another 3 from having units in Jake territory. So I'm going to end up with a total of 12 for this turn, bringing me to a total of 36.
And the Slaves to Darkness will only receive 2 command points, even though they're going second this turn, because my Warlord is now slain.
Alright, so my battle tactic, I'm going to take Conquer. I'm going to pick this back objective here. And then for my heroic action, I'm going to take Finest Hour on Bloab.
Okay. And I'm going to Finest Hour.
And then I'm going to heal this, going down to 0 wounds taken. My 1 on 6 will go to 3 taken. Into my hero phase, I am going to attempt to cast Bloab's War Scroll. It's called Miasma of Pestilence. I will need a 5 on dice to cast this.
Okay.
Alright, into movement.
I'm going to spend a command point for redeploy. Need a 5. Got a 6.
Yeah. So I am hopefully going to be able to take down Mr. Gunnarsson. Is that his name?
Chester
Chester.
Gurnison.
Jake got a very good redeploy, which I don't approve of. But yep, my goal is here to take down Chester. So we're going to attempt some charges here. Hopefully get that objective and melt Jake's face. I do have some shooting to do. I am going to spend a command point to give +1 to Bloab shooting. So he'll have D3 attacks for 2. These will be 2s and 2s. Be 1 at -2.
Okay, so with Finest Hour, I'll go to a 5-up. Nope.
D3 damage for 1. I'm going to first charge with this gentleman here. Got 3, I'm going to reroll that. We're 9. On a 2-up, he'll do D3. Yep, D3 for 1. Second gentleman gets in on a 6. 2-up, he'll do D3. Yep. For 1.
Okay.
My last beast I can charge. Got an 11. On a 2-up, he'll do D3. No. And then Slimux should get in on a 5. Go. He can't get in. Monstrous actions. Bloab is going to try to roar at dude. He will not.
Okay. We're going to try and stomp the wounded beast.
Sure.
Yes. For 2 mortals.
2 5-ups. He'll take 1. Okay. I'm going to roll a 4-up to see. Yes, so he will be -1 to hit.
And I take a mortal, right?
Yeah. Blow-up's going to spend a point for all attack, and Jake, are you going to do anything?
Yeah, I'm spending my last command point for all out defense.
So he is going to have 3 attacks. These are going to be 2s and 2s. That's 1 disease point. That will be 2 at -1.
Okay. I'm on +2 to save because of Finest Hour and all the defense, so I'll be on a 3-up. 1 goes through.
2 damage.
Okay.
And then this next will have 5 attacks. These will be on 2s and 2s. Just 2 at -2.
Okay. So he'll stick on his 4-up for these. Good. I will activate my One-Eyed Grunnock and I will attack Horticulous. So we'll still be at 10 attacks with the Titanic Boulder Club. So we'll be on 4s and 3s. Everything going into Horticulous. Thank you. Oh, and 2s to wound because of Finest Hour.
Sure.
2 at -2.
2 6-ups. God, so many dice over there. Alright, 1 goes through. 2 5-ups.
Justin.
1 goes through.
The jump up and down will be 4s re-rolling 1s.
Why?
Because you're not a monster.
Oh, okay. It's not a monster. I thought it was not a hero.
And 2s. 2 at -2.
2 6-ups. 1 goes through.
D3 for 2.
2 5-ups. He'll be at 3 wounds.
Okay. And then Death Grip will be forced to hit. Hits and 2s to wound. Nope. That's it.
So everything's -1 to hit now.
Yes.
We'll go with that guy. This is going to be 12 attacks because all 3 beasts are going to be combined into Big Giant Guy. They'll get the +1 from Horticulous, but they'll be -1 from Jake's special ability. So this will be 4s and 3s. 6s will do disease point. And 3s. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -1.
Okay. So with all out defense and Finest Hour, we'll stick on our 3-up. 2 go through.
Oh, that's 4 damage.
Okay.
And then they'll have d6 attacks each for a total of 8 plus 3, 11. These will be 4s and 3s. So it'll be a total of 5 at Norton.
3-ups. 2 go through.
Just 1 damage each. Horticulous will attack. He is going to get the +1 to wound from the Sloppity. His first profile is going to have 3 attacks. These are going to hit on 4s because of the -1.
Yep.
and wound on 2s. It'll just be 1 at -1.
Okay, 3 up. Nope, goes through.
D3 for 3. And then D3 attacks for 2. These are going to hit on 4s. Nope. Jake was maxed out at 7. So I'm going to need 5
4 ups.
4 ups to kill Mr. Giant Guy. And I'm going to get 5.
Okay.
Alright, let's just roll. Let's see if I get 6. I got a 4. 6. So we just rolled off for Timber. Jake won with a 6 beating my 4. So we'll start rolling 2 ups for D3.
So you're a monster guy for 1.
You'll have 1 arm.
Slimux for 3.
He'll take 2. He's at 5.
Okay. Beast furthest on your left for 3.
He'll take 2. He'll have 2 on him.
The tan beast for 2. And then the wounded beast for 1.
Tan Beast takes 1. Wounded Beast takes 1.
Okay.
So, Chaos Lord is going to take 1.
Okay.
Iron Golem's back by you. It's going to take 1. Iron Golem's back by me. It's going to take 1. Does the Ogre have 2?
Yeah. He has 3 wounds total.
Oh,
taken 2.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Taking 2.
Yep.
That turn went fairly ideally for me. I now control 3 objectives. So I'll control 1, control 2, control more. I killed a monster for an extra point to give me 4. And I did my conquer for a total of 6 there. Jake is lacking in models, but he might be able to get creative. I'm not sure.
My battle tactic would be conquer. Back there. We'll try and heal the Sorcerer Lord.
Sure.
Yep. D3 for 1. I'll just get rid of the disease point.
Sure. I'll do my heroic action. I'm going to attempt to heal Horticulous. He'll heal for D3 for 2.
Okay. Spells. I'm going to try Mask of Darkness with my sorcerer, the teleport.
Sure.
It does not go off on a 5. So Slaves to Darkness, bottom of turn 4. We just have scraps left of an army. We're going to get our battle tactic for Conquer with our Iron Golems on Justin's back left objective. And then we're also going to score 1, 2, and more because we didn't prompt a redeploy with my Sork Lord anywhere over there, nor with my other Iron Golem group. So basically, we're just looking to score objective, maybe win a priority roll, and score the primary the best we can.
So the Iron Golem's back by the Ghoul. No. Jake's closest to him. Yes. Don't take 1. Priority!
Oh! Slaves to Darkness, taking top of 5. So my battle tactic here is Savage Spearhead. It's the only one I have left. Heroic action, it doesn't matter. We'll try for another heroic recovery on Sorcerer. We get it for D3 for 1.
I'm going to try to heal Horticulous. He'll heal for D3 for 1.
And then, I guess really for all the marbles, we're going to try a Mask of Darkness with my Sorcerer Lord. We need a 7.
Come on, baby.
Nope, not on a 5. So, really my only chance of achieving this. The Sork Lord will have an 11-inch move, and this will dictate whether or not I get my battle tactic. so can only get her this far. And with that, the Slaves to Darkness will concede because they were an inch off of getting their battle tactic at round 5.
Super awesome game. I mean, tight as they get. I mean, you did a lot with less material. The beasts are really good. They're just tanky and they do mortals, and Bloab kind of sucks. I don't know if he's going to be in my list much longer. And, you know, the combination of Beasts and Horticulous is just good stuff. Sloppity being in there. I can't complain, and I thought Lord of Afflictions and Pluscoils did exactly what I brought them to do. I've never summoned a Guo before. That was super exciting for me. Jake, you played an awesome game. I thought that you had won it when I did not kill that Varanguard to the wound. And I had blown it by not taking the 6s, do mortals. But, man, it was tight all the way through.
Yeah, man. Great game. It's always an uphill battle, but fun one for me in this one because the absolute bane of Varanguard's existence is mortal wounds, and this army kicks it out like I've never ever seen before in Age of Sigmar. The chip mortal wounds every turn just by engaging, the monstrous actions, the impact hits, the everything. So I mean, I don't know, it's fun to be neck and neck in a game like this, even when I feel like I'm kind of working against one of my harder.
You forgot the other kryptonite, the fact that I can prevent your pylons. Like, that's super detriment to your Vanguard.
I mean, it's
now,
like,
granted, I can like without the mortal wounds, I just can't put any damage through on Vanguard. They just sit there.
For sure.
Yeah. But, you know, like you said,
I mean,
chip,
that's
chip,
what you're
chip,
paying
chip,
for Knights of the Empty Throne for, right? Is the 6-inch pile, and people like a 5-up board save, they go high and low just to get it in their list. So, I mean, when you take it away for 2 battle rounds between Sloppity and your Wheel Allegiance ability to just take away pile-ins, I mean, yeah, I'm fortunate to be able to stay in a game like that for as long as I did.
You were very good at Magic today, which I think like really helped you. Bloab might be getting the bench because he frustrated me today, and I think maybe Orgots is just the better guy to bring because he hits so much harder. But I guess that's for thinking later on. No, but I love the Beast. They tank and they do chip and they get rid of things and they make it hard for people to split attacks. And I think what your army really needs is a marked Slaves to Darkness good monster that you can buff, and you know, I think that would be extremely good for you.
I mean, Grunnock is the most efficient of my options unless you just go host Everchosen Archeon. It's literally either that or the other, because you're never paying $235 for the Soul Grinder that hits on 4s with 6 shots.
No, what I'm saying is you need to ask Games Workshop to make you a good monster. Because it just doesn't... I mean, Grunnock is good, but if he could benefit from all the Slaves to Darkness buffs you have in this army, could you imagine? If he was re-rolling...
everything, like rerolls.
+1.
6-up ward, like...
You do have one additional option coming this week.
Does he get Mark Slaves to Darkness though?
No, but he gives area of effect all-out attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this new Spirit of
might have
Third
to
Eye
have-
might be my answer.
You might have to have an emergency pod because Nick has had, I'm going to put it lightly, a chub for the Krons.
I think...
I have not seen the man this excited about a model ever. Since the Slanesh book came out and it was so good. That's the last time I saw him be this excited about anything in the game.
I mean, to save 70 points, like, and not take Grunnock, get that thing that you know can't die for at least 2 turns. It's objectively better than Grunnock is, right?
It's certainly got a lot more synergy. It gives one of your Sword Lords +1 to cast. if you find it to a Sword Lord. You
Plus
always,
one to hit bubble. I mean,
yeah. I think it's.
it's like what the
I
list
think
needs,
it's
right?
objectively better.
Yeah, and you pick up another model or another unit.
Another 70 points is relevant in Slaves.
I mean, that's
it's another Untamed Beast.
another
But then you don't have
Beast.
Chester.
I know.
You could take that.
He's
head.
not. He's not. He
No,
does
he's
his
really
job.
good,
I
yeah.
mean, for what he
The
is.
minus
it's
one
just-
to hit is so very effective. So we always like to, at the end of a battle report, name one of our units MVP. For me, it's going to be, he didn't do much as far as like attacking or casting or anything, but a 14-inch bubble of reroll charges and +1 to hit from Mr. Horticulous. He's a beautiful guy. He's my MVP in this list
So
every
good.
time. And if you don't have shooting to get rid of him early, and you know, as obviously Slaves of Darkness don't have, he just gets to.
We talked
gets
about
to
this.
free reign. What about you, Jake?
Yeah, man.
I think your Sorcerer Lords kicked ass today.
Certainly right up there in my top two. It wasn't the Varanguard this game, and generally it is because they just become this unstoppable wall of immunity to normal damage. I saw a lot of that in the tournament from this past weekend where I went against the new Scary Deepkin and 40 Thralls did 0 wounds to them and then killed all 40 Thralls in 2 activations. So
Yeah, this army is really nice against Deepkin.
yeah, I mean, there's like this thing out there where they have this spell where they can like do like -3 to your saving throw, but like on Varanguard, I can give them a 4-up spell ignore, 5-up spell ignore, 5-up spell ignore with just 1 War Shrine prayer. The rest is passive just there. So like, I'm not really getting the whole. And maybe this is just like
Well,
anti-Deepkin.
that's specifically good. You know, like I don't think everybody has those tools, but yes, that's definitely very good for you.
MVP. Either Sork Lords, because they kept me in the game probably longer than I should have with the teleport and the oracular visions. Either that or, honestly, Grunnock was the guy keeping me in when it
That
mattered
big
the
charge.
most.
You
Yeah,
gotta pick one.
Pick one MVP, most valuable.
it's Chester.
Chester, and he looks.
Everyone
so good.
praised
Yeah.
Chester. We love Chester.
Yeah, Chester's cool. So everybody, thanks again for joining us. We record these very late at night, so there might have been several mistakes made, but we appreciate any comments you have about what we could do better, what you're enjoying about the channel. If you would like, please subscribe. We're getting closer to our 1,000 subscribers goal that Nick and I set when we started the channel. You know, if you're feeling very, very generous, always you could contribute to Patreon, but that's never necessary. We'd love to have you in our Discord. Our Discord's really been growing. We have a great group of guys that talk every day. You would even get access to Jake's wonderful mind, and we all know how much people enjoy Jake. And last but not least, Nick and I are actually going to record again this week. I don't know if you're going to see this next one for quite a while, but I'm going to get my Deepkin back out. There's going to be lots of eels, and Nick might have something sassy to bring, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. He just can't wait for this Krondus to hit. So again, thanks. Krondus, what's his name?
Kronspine.
Kronspine, not Krondus. Kronspine. He can't wait for this Kronspine to come out. So when that happens, I don't know if we'll get Nick off the table. So anyways, thanks again, guys. We'll see you soon.